Okay, we're getting ready to go. One board, sideways, green flag, and Jason West with a fantastic start on that SV650. A great start out of Jason West. Good job. Stig, may I use your binoculars again? Thank you very much, sir. And so Bellman reclaims the lead and now running in front. He expressed some concerns about the motor, so hopefully it'll hold together through enough laps here. Leading the amateur GTL, it's Zach Thomas running a little wide and almost into the grass on the exit of 6. Seth Heim hot on his heels as Zach Taylor leads the GTL Amateur into turn 7. Seth Heim underneath, tries to get underneath on the exit of 7, can't do it. Zach Thomas carries more speed. Then it's Alex Wisdom battling it out with a couple of other bikes here from the classes are all going to kind of get jumbled up here. I'll do my best to keep it straight. Joe Bellman's leading GTL expert, Zach Thomas in front for GTL Amateur, then Seth Heim. Then leading ultralight, it is Alex Wisdom. Next to him, Jason West. Ernie Miller is running in second, I believe, for the 250s right now. We'll have to check that again as they come through the infield. And Zach Thomas is doing admirable work here to hold off a charging Seth Heim. Then it's Alex Wisdom leading ultralight GT, and boy, is there a crowd of riders trying to make their way through the SVs as Ernie Miller and Drew Collins try and fight their way past a thicket of amateur SV 650s. They're going too fast to get the bike numbers, but I believe that might be I cannot identify that bike. Just gonna have to wait till they come through again. And Ernie Miller and Collins gets right up against the wall there. Doesn't bump it, but he got way high on the exit of 7 into 8. Really neat pass around Jason West there on the goat trail. Not sure who did that, but it was well executed. Wisdom in front. Then it's the 104 of Mike Taylor. Then it is Miller, Collins, and a couple of other riders. I think that is Adam Rolfes in the mix there. That dicing it up with the SV 650s. There comes Wisdom. Mike Taylor hot on his heels. Collins has made the pass on Ernie Miller. Again, they're in different classes. There's Rolfes just ahead of Jason West. BJ DeYoung in the mix there as the multistrada of Don Prevost dukes it out in there. And so Mike Taylor holding off Drew Collins and Ernie Miller, and now Rolfes has got caught up to this lead pack of 250 riders, and Rolfes putting in some great lap times this morning, has caught Ernie Miller and looks poised to draft him down into the goat trail. Doesn't get it done. Seth Heim trying to reel in Zach Thomas. There goes Wisdom, Taylor, Collins, Rolfes trying to draft Miller down the front straightaway. Looks like he's going to get it done. Can he make it stick? He does. Great job by Adam Rolfes, riding very hard here. And he passed him and put a little distance on him as well. Not too shabby. Jason West getting passed by Don Prevost on the entrance to 3. Pretty strong, aggressive pass there. There's Michael Weirick holding off Rick Phillips, I believe. Again, they're in separate classes. Wisdom trying, and now Collins has made it his way around Taylor, as has Rolfes. Ernie Miller lining him up next. Prevost really got that hypermotard dialed in. BJ DeYoung with Bear Racing trying to hold off Michael Weirick and Rick Phillips. That might be Mark Cook behind them. Ernie Miller has really lost touch with Rolfes there pretty quickly, surprisingly quickly. There's the 38 of Mark Cook. Then here comes Kurt Stork. And the 42 of John Clements. So let's take a moment and look back at our running order right now. Zach Thomas still holding off Seth Heim for the moment. Joe Bellman has slipped behind them. All he's got to do is finish the race or pit in, whichever he likes. Joe Bellman, running unopposed and GTL Expert, already has that sewn up. But he's got the best seat in the house as Zach Taylor and Seth Heim battle it out on the exit of the chicane. Zach Taylor still with the advantage. Then we've got a pretty big stretch back with Alex Wisdom leading Ultralight GT, hugging that wall right up against it. Drew Collins now and Adam Rolfe starting to eat into that lead a little bit. Mike Taylor still holding off Ernie Miller, and following them will be Don Prevost on the Hypermotard in GTL. Then it's Jason West, BJ DeYoung, Michael Weirick in 250, Rick Phillips in 250. They are closing the gap. It's down to about 10 bike lengths right now. And Adam is not going to be smart. He just, I don't know if they bumped or what, but there was some hand waving going on between Drew and Adam. I think Drew may have done something weird and was apologizing. That may have been what was happening there. But they've got it down to about 7 or 8 bike lengths now as Drew Collins tries to hold off an incredibly strong Adam Rolfes. Ernie Miller has really lost touch with this group. I'm not sure what's going on there, but he is running second in 250 and ultimately a pretty distant second at the moment. Don Prevost in second, third, fourth for GTL Amateur. Let's take a look at our standings here. Bellman again is leading GTL Expert, running unopposed. In GTL Amateur, it is Zach Taylor at last check. Let's double check that down on the exit of 7. Yes, Zach Taylor still holding off Seth Heim for the moment. In third is Mike Taylor. Fourth is Don Prevost, and fifth would be Jason West. BJ DeYoung right there with him. Seth Heim really pushing hard to try and catch him, and he might get it done on this lap. He might. That was close. They were too wide going into 1. Let's see on the exit of 2 what we've got as they come out from behind the Kartplex shed. Seth Heim, your new leader overall. New leader in GTL Amateur. So Zach Taylor now in second place. Good little battle, and Drew Collins has caught Alex Wisdom now as Drew Collins gets poised to make a pass here. Alex Wisdom leading Ultralight GT with Drew Collins in second. And Drew Collins has made the pass. Can he make it stick? So far, so good as Drew Collins barrels through turns 3 and 4. Oh! Boy, he had to snap that thing back upright. He was pushing hard on the exit of 3, and he will hold on to the lead for the moment. Adam Rolfes running in 250. Again, a different class. He doesn't need to duke it out with these guys. Adam Rolfes leading 250 over Ernie Miller and Michael Weirick in third. Rick Phillips currently in third for Ultralight GT. Nice little battle here. Wisdom goes for the high line and down onto the goat path. But Drew Collins with a steady hand is going to lead him back up onto the chicane. I am pretty sure they did not use the brakes going through the chicane there. I did not see an adjustment in speed at all. They just had it pinned. They just had it pinned. Holy cow. Just take that bump and go. Pretty impressive. Wisdom looks like he wants to mount a challenge as they come back into turn 3. Drew Collins holding him off for the moment. Wisdom closes it up on the exit of 3 into 4. Can Wisdom make a move here? He takes the low line into 5. Collins is going to hold on for the moment. Let's check back with our leaders. There's Mark Cook leading Seth Heim, and now Joe Bellman and Zach Thomas are duking it out as Joe Bellman makes the pass on Zach Thomas down the end of the front straightaway. Kurt Stork and John Clements duking it out at the back of the field, having a great time, putting in some good laps. Don Provost on that Ducati Hyper Motard, I think, is real impressive, running in 4th place, I believe, for GTL Amateur. Now Bellman has dropped Thomas, and Seth Heim is starting to walk away with that lead. Ernie Miller really seems to be off the pace of where he was yesterday, as Rolfes has really taken off in the 250 field. Now Wisdom looks ready to mount another charge on Collins. Can't get it done on the entrance to 3. Not going to get it done on the exit of 3. Not going to get it done in 4 either, but Mike Taylor right behind him, enjoying the show. There's Rolfes, not far behind, probably about 5-6 spike lengths behind Collins and Wisdom. Again, he does not need to duke it out with those guys, as Ernie Miller is far behind him. He's got his position. Okay, we're at the halfway mark, ladies and gentlemen. 12 minutes to go in this 25-minute timed endurance. Ernie Miller putting in the yeoman's work. He is very safe from 3rd place, Michael Wyrick. So Ernie Miller's got 2nd place sewn up. Collins this time is going to pull a little gap on Alex Wisdom. Rolfes has got the 250 class basically in hand. Mike Taylor hot on their heels, running in 3rd in GTL Amateur. Ernie Miller 2nd in 250. Don Prevost 4th in GTL Amateur. Here comes Jason West running in 5th GTL Amateur with BJ DeYoung hot on his heels on the Bear Racing Buell XB12R. Michael Wyrick leading Rick Phillips by about 5 bike lengths as they charge down into the turn 1. Our positions are pretty stable across the field at this particular moment. Really, the best race on the track is Alex Wisdom and Drew Collins, and even that has a little bit of a gap going right now. Checking back onto the front straightaway, there is Clement. He has made his way around Kurt Stork. Here comes Collins and Wisdom and Rolfes. Taylor now using that horsepower advantage of the SV650. Looks like the bike is coming to him a little bit, as he didn't seem to have as much confidence early in the race, but is building confidence as it goes on, and he passes Adam Rolfes into some lap traffic here as Wisdom and Collins just split Kurt Stork without even blinking. Without even blinking. Yes, Wisdom has made the move on Collins, and it's clear that the back marker traffic has really helped Wisdom on this lap. Collins going to take the Collins line. He's going wide. And once again, the air fence is unused.
Yellow flag.
We've got a yellow flag somewhere. Yep, the rider is up. He is very frustrated, either with himself, he's throwing his glove.
Okay, I see. There's nothing stuff there. This guy got rider away from the country.
I think they're going to be able to get the situation cleaned up here. Looking back here in the field, Jason West now has pulled out a significant gap over BJ DeYoung and the Bear Racing Buell. Looks like Rick Phillips and Michael Weirick have joined up to have some fun and dice it out. Seth Heim continues to be your leader over Zach Thomas. Joe Bellman withdrawing from the race. He's got the race win, so he's all set. Not much more for him to do. So Alex Wisdom is just ahead of Drew Collins still, as Mike Taylor continues.
Seven, you can withdraw your yellow flag now.
Looking for him, and Collins has made the pass back. Mike Taylor a factor now, as he has picked up confidence, has reeled these guys in. And Alex Wisdom in second now for Ultralight GT, as Drew Collins takes the lead. Rick Phillips and Michael Weirick duking it out for that third position in 250. Mike Taylor has to check up behind Alex Wisdom. And Mike Taylor trying to get, there he goes the inside, tries to get between them. And does. Mike Taylor moving up the order. Clearly happy to have somebody to race with, but they're in different classes, and now that horsepower advantage of the SV650 should give him the ability to blow past, and he has passed Drew Collins, as he will reel in as they catch up Mark Cook out there. Seth Heim continues as your leader. Zach Thomas running in second, GTL Amateur. Joe Bellman's got GTL Expert all sewn up. Whole bunch of traffic there as they battle it out into turn 4. Drew Collins to the inside of Mark Cook, I believe. And Taylor waiting for his opportunity. Wisdom's not waiting for anything. He hops in right behind. Taylor clearly chose more wisely, as he did not get caught up behind Mark Cook. And now Taylor looks to mount another charge on Drew Collins. Taylor's just gotten stronger and stronger and stronger as this race has gone on, and his confidence has built. Michael Weirick now getting the better of Rick Phillips as we make our way through this 25-minute timed endurance. Looking back for Seth Heim. Oh, and we've got a bike off track. And that is Jason West. He keeps it upright. He just overbroke for turn 7. Rick Phillips and Michael Weirick make their way around BJ DeYoung of Bear Racing. There goes Seth Heim down the front straightaway, your current leader. Michael Weirick now with a good advantage over Rick Phillips. BJ DeYoung right behind him, and now, so I believe that moves BJ DeYoung into 5th place, 4th or 5th place. in the GTL Amateur, as Jason West has lost that ground. Now Ernie Miller in the mix with Don Prevost and Seth Heim. Seth Heim caught behind this traffic, but he's got such a great cushion between himself and Zach Thomas.
5 minutes remaining.
We've got 5 minutes to go in this, the final race of the day. Don Prevost putting in some great laps on that Ducati Hyper Motard. Ernie Miller, solid second place over Adam Rolfes. A lot of traffic here as now Jason West and BJ DeYoung are really duking it out for that 5th position. BJ and Jason up against the wall. Jason trying to claw that ground back, puts Michael Weirick and Rick Phillips between them. Michael Weirick's not having it, passes him on the goat trail, and Michael Weirick's going to lead him up onto the chicane. So let's take an assessment of where we are right now. In GTL Amateur, your leader is Seth Heim, followed by Zach Thomas, and then Don Prevost in 3rd. Or excuse me, Mike Taylor in 3rd, Don Prevost in 4th. Jason West, BJ DeYoung are battling it out for 5th position. In 250, it's Adam Rolfes, followed by Ernie Miller, and then Michael Weirick. And then Ultralight GT right now, it's Alex Wisdom or Drew Collins, depending on the lap. There he is, Drew holding on to the advantage right now over Alex Wisdom. Did they go too wide into one? And so Andrew Collins was your leader, is your leader, and then following him is Alex Wisdom. And Wisdom's looking hard. Rick Phillips running in 3rd. And Zach Thomas has withdrawn, and that's going to be a big help to BJ DeYoung here, as he will move up the order ultimately into an assured 5th place, I believe, if not a 4th, if he can get the better of Jason West here in the closing laps. That does not look likely, as the gap West has. Oh, here goes Rick Phillips around Michael Weirick. BJ DeYoung slingshots past him. Haven't seen Adam Rolfes much. I'm not sure where he is. That him there? Nope, that's Taylor. So he should be along shortly. There goes Collins and Wisdom. Here comes Rolfes down the front straightaway right now. He is your leading 250 contender, with Ernie Miller running in 2nd place and Michael Weirick running in 3rd. John Clements running in 4th. We have 1 lap to go, ladies and gentlemen. Seth Heim is going to march to another impressive victory here in GTL Amateur. Following him will be Mike Taylor, and then Don Prevost with Jason West in 4th. Alex Wisdom and Drew Collins, those positions seem to have stabilized. Where's Seth Heim relative to them? There, he's further back. So Collins and Wisdom are going to have 1 more lap to duke it out here as they come onto the front straightaway. They're going to get the white flag, and at the moment, that's the best race on the track. And here we go. Wisdom's got 1 lap to make it happen. Wisdom looks to the inside, see who's going to have it on the backside. Wisdom on the inside of turn 3 makes the pass. The checker flag is out. Seth Heim, your winner. So it's going to come down here probably to turn 7. Drew Collins teeing him up. Wisdom's trying to turn in awfully early there. Collins takes the right line this time. Slots in behind him, and he's right, close enough. Nope, he took the low line in there, and I think he may have just given up his ground. It's going to be a drag race to the finish. Whoa, Collins goes in hot. Whoa! Okay, everybody's upright, and it's coming down to the line, and Wisdom's going to hold on. Woo! Yeah. So now we need to, and Michael Weirick's going to hold on for third. Wisdom, Collins, and Phillips will bring it home. All right, stick around for awards, sir. Adam Rolfes, big fist pump as the big winner. Winner, chicken dinner. Yeah. I just want to make sure that gets to the.
Oh, that's the
to the beeper. Yeah. Stick around for the award ceremony, ladies and gentlemen, and be sure to stick around and help us with cleanup. We need all the bodies and hands we can get. There's free beer after cleanup. Lots and lots of free cold beer for those who will help with cleanup. What an exciting race. Congratulations to our riders. Rick Phillips, come back. You got third. You got third. Joe Bellman, please report to the podium. Joe Bellman, Mike Taylor, you're in second. That was freaking awesome, guys. Great job. You, sir, are a steely-eyed missile man. Great job. Holy cow. You took off. Mr. Weirick, how you doing?
Well, I've been better, but I'm doing well.
Well, it ran.
I can't say that much more for it, but you know, we had a hard day yesterday. Didn't get on the track till 1 or 2 o'clock because of some silly carburetor issues. But and I'm happy to be here up with these guys. Anytime you're third to these guys, you don't have too much to be ashamed of. But pretty light class today, so I don't feel like I can brag too much about a third place. But it was good fun. Come back next time and push harder.
We'll see you at NCM?
I hope so. Yeah, that's my plan.
Anybody you'd like to thank today?
Well, sure. MCRA always puts on a great event. All the guys who helped yesterday, boy, if I try to name them all, it'd be tough. But they, you know where they are, they really went to town for me to get the bike on the track, so that was great. And certainly Ben Probst, he helps with the motor, and what we had yesterday had nothing to do with what he did, certainly. And Eric at Velocity, and Big St. Charles Motorsports. Who else? You, Charles, for being out here and doing such a great job.
Congratulations. Give him a big hand, ladies and gentlemen. Michael Weirick, your third place finisher in 250. Well, Ernie, what the hell did this guy do? He eat his Wheaties this morning or something?
This guy has been studying me all season, man. He's been up and coming, man. He's an excellent rider, and he put everything together today and ran an incredible race.
Well, how'd you feel out there? Was everything working?
The bike and everything was perfect. Just me. I was just not fast today. I'm exhausted. I was just glad to finish the race.
You know, your expert GT results suggest otherwise in terms of you weren't fast today. You were plenty fast today.
Well, I spent all my energy in my GT race and didn't leave quite enough for the 250s.
Well, congratulations. Anybody you'd like to thank?
Yeah, thank you, Charles, for coming out, making it out here. MCRA, all the staff and everybody who helps out. ABI Photo, Seth and Gino Gargak, Anthony Dean, APP Racing, and WFO.
All right, give them a big hand, ladies and gentlemen. Second place in 250 GT. You know, It was so upsetting this morning looking at my lap times and me on a GSXR 600 and realizing that you were consistently beating me by at least 2 seconds a lap.
I don't know where it came from. I'm just really happy I showed up today, and I was feeling really good all day. So, yeah, I don't even know what else to say. I'm so happy right now. I can't even think straight.
Well, you certainly deserve to be happy. Congratulations on a hell of a race. Clearly you had it dialed in, and that makes it a great day. Anybody you'd like to thank today?
Of course, I want to thank MCRA as always. It's a great opportunity to come out here and race with some great friends. All the corner workers, my sponsor DK Motors, my friend Kyle for lending me some gas and helping out in the pits, and lots of friends that came out today to support me.
All right, give them a big hand, ladies and gentlemen. A excellent performance by Adam Rolfes, the 333. Look on Facebook and check out the photos with his elbow dragging through the corners. He was really moving all weekend long. Great job, guys.